As Hanukkah approaches, I think it is important to spend some time learning about Al Hanissim. As many of you know, Al Hanissim is inserted into Shemona Esrei and benching throughout the course of Hanukkah. And being that Hanukkah is 8 days long, we say this tefillah many, many times. So I think it is worthwhile to spend some time learning about this tefillah. So we have this famous opening line that many of you probably know by heart or know the song to. Al Hanissim, on the miracles, ve'al ha-porkan. Porkan seems to be a language of redemption. Ve'al ha-gvuro, demonstrations of God's strength. Ve'al teshuot, salvation. Ve'al ha-melchamot, the wars. Sha'asita lavotenu bayamim hahim bazman hazeh, which you have done to our fathers in those days at this time. While there are many questions we could ask on this opening line, there's one that I would like to focus on today. What is the difference between Porkan, redemption, and Teshuot, salvation? Rav Chaim Friedlander, in his essay on Al Hanissim, refers to Porkan as a general redemption. The Jews were saved from Egypt. The fact that they were saved from Egypt is a general redemption. Teshuot, salvation, are things that got us from point A to point B, and without them, we wouldn't have been saved. For example, splitting the sea. The Jews received this general redemption. They were freed from Mitzrayim. They were redeemed, but they needed the salvation. They needed Kriyat Yamsuf to allow them to enjoy this redemption. Had they just been freed from Mitzrayim, they would have been stuck. They needed this Kriyat Yamsuf. They needed this salvation to gain benefit from their redemption. Rav Friedlander brings a mashal that I think is very powerful to help us understand this idea. Take, for example, God forbid, a person who is suffering from a life-threatening illness, and with Hashem's help, doctors are able to cure the illness, and the person is no longer in an emergency state. There could be many, many medical complications along the way, and that if those medical complications are not dealt with, even once the person gets out of the greatest complications, they could still die. Their life could still be changed dramatically. So Porkan is the basic salvation from the life-threatening illness. Teshuot are once the person has been saved, there are still so many things along the way that still need to happen for things to turn out the right way. And we give thanks to Hashem for both of these types of things in our Al Hanissim.